your emotions difficult to channel that day?
No, not really. It just was. It was almost surreal. You know, you didn't. In the moment, you were just in the moment. You know, trying to play. It's just a little difficult. It throws you off your rhythm a little bit.
Here's Mickey Mitchell going inside, and the senior with the game's first points.
And that's good for Arizona State to see him get an early basket. That gives him a lot of confidence because he does all the dirty work. To see him get a basket, it bodes well for Arizona State.
Any offense you get from him is a plus. There is C.J. Ellaby missing, and Romello White clears for ASU. So with a win, Arizona State will guarantee themselves a bye in the Pac-12 tournament, which means they will not play until Thursday. And they have an opportunity to get as high as the 3rd seed at the Pac-12 tournament. As coming out with it is Noah Williams, the freshman for Washington State. If they win, they're guaranteed of a bye. They will be either the 3 or the 4 seed. With a loss, Arizona State will fall to 6.
So with that being said, you look at Arizona State has a lot riding on this game. Washington State, not so much, but what they can do, they can play spoilers, number 1, number 2.
Allen Rob Edwards, Mark Kavetsky only 3 for 14 from the line this season, and he gives Washington State a 3-2 lead. So making his first start in the absence of Jeff Pollard. Some question for the Cougars, would Tony Miller get the start in that spot, but they went with the size and Mark Kavetsky. Rob Edwards from the corner, short on a 3. Mickey Mitchell with no reset of the shot clock, and then Romello White plow.
Knowing that's a runaway train coming at you. Good defense.
Here is Isaac Bonton bringing it up. He's missed a few games recently. Played in each of the last 2 after missing 3 games with that hip injury. Noah Williams through the hands of Mark Kavetsky. Here comes ASU. Remy Martin leads the break. Deflect made it a shoot around this morning and really getting after his guys just on the importance of the game today. And this was before some of the other results had come in. Jalen Graham missing was already in the game.
It's about basketball. You know, he loves the game. I love the game, and it's always good to just match wits a little bit and talk about that and bounce ideas off each other and things that we see. So
ASU reclaims the lead. Shot clock at 10. Noah Williams. Isaac Bonton trying to turn the corner. And the layup by Valdemir Markovetsky, who has all 5 for Washington State.
And that's how good Isaac Bonton is. You see the misdirection. He's dribbling the whole time, people thinking that he's going to take the shot. His eyes are up, looking to make a play as he did for his big man.
Markovetsky's career high, by the way, is 6, and he already has 5. And we're only 3 minutes in.
Back, Bonton with the patience, dragging that pick and roll, extending the big man defender to make sure that he had a lane to make the pass.
Remy Martin trying a leaner. And C.J. Ellaby pushes for Wazoo. Noah Williams is fouled by
the team, and the team followed that, and they have some very impressive wins this year.
They do, beating Oregon at home, a win over UCLA, and a 7-4 lead here in the desert against Arizona State. And when you're a coach taking over a program, and look, you went through coaching changes in the NBA, different teams. When you're playing for a new coach, as Remy Martin misses.
So you have to sit down with the coach and ask him and have a real conversation. Am I a type of guy? Am I a guy that am I one of your guys? And how would you utilize me? And if it's not to your liking, then you have to go somewhere else.
Foul on Tony.
Especially if there's different philosophies, different way of doing things, different way of guarding on the defensive end. So it's tough. So that's why I give Kyle Smith and this Washington State team a whole lot of credit, because they could easily went the other way and they didn't.
And all 3 new coaches in the league, Kyle Smith, Mark Fox, Mick Cronin, all have gotten the buy-in factor from their new programs. Here comes Isaac Bonton, pushes ahead, Tony Miller drops it in, 9-4 Washington State.
And Washington State is just playing at a better pace than Arizona State. They're in control of this tempo, and they just seem like they're aggressors on both ends of the defense. I mean, on both ends of the floor. 6
straight for the Cougs. Kamani Lawrence, tough on the baseline, denied by Noah Williams. Here comes Washington State. The lob, broken up by Kamani Lawrence, and ASU comes away with it.
That's great hustle by Kamani Lawrence after missing the shot baseline to sprint back and break up the pass. Great job.
Tough step back from Alonzo Verge, and Williams clears for Wazoo. And a foul on Kamani Lawrence.
Inheriting another coach's players and having them buy in and being in a position that they were in. You know, they controlled their own destiny, just fell short.
And that was their conference win totals for this season as opposed to last year, as Jervae Robinson makes it 12-4 Washington State. Robinson has come on down the stretch. It's been a factor for them offensively. Sun Devils have missed their last 7. Jalen Graham down the lane. And the freshman rams it home.
And that's what they're going to need more of, attacking the basket. Everything has been a jump shot, a fadeaway, a three-point shot, a long three-pointer. They need to attack the basket, multiple passes, multiple actions to get into the lane.
Here's Tony Miller. The transfer from Montana, and Bobby Hurley running guys in and out. Tayshaun Cherry in there as well, coming off a season high 13 in the loss to Washington here on Thursday night. And that one still kind of gnaws at Bobby Hurley, considering they were up double figures in the second half and just let it slip away. Isaac Bonton rims out, and the rebound, Tony Miller trying to keep out. The Huskies made 11 threes, despite 23 from Rob Edwards and 5 threes. And Remy Martin just had a tough game shooting the ball. He had 6 assists, no turnovers.
He was kicking himself in the backside for that.
4-point Cougars lead as Isaac Bonton brings it up. But the 7-game winning streak was snapped on the buzzer beater by Jaime Jaquez at UCLA. And a tough loss last Saturday as an offensive foul.
Get back up, he's okay.
They're trying to snap that 3-game slide here and get win number 20 here. Sun Devils looking for their 11th conference win. Remy Martin to miss, and Marvin Cannon knocked away by Tayshaun Cherry and a steal. Jalen House open. Good look for House, and the rebound, Jervae Robinson, and then a foul.
Shot, good possession for Arizona State.
Sun Devils 0 of 5 from 3. And it's interesting, so much attention on senior day. You focus on the home team and the emotions and the seniors playing their final home game. But what about the other team? Kyle Smith's team coming in here as C.J. Ellaby had a good look. So just to finish the thought for Arizona State, so if they win, they're guaranteed a bye, either the 3 or the 4 seed. It hinges on Oregon's game tonight against Stanford. If Oregon wins tonight and Arizona State wins, the Sun Devils will be the 3 seed. If Stanford wins and Arizona State wins, as Rob Edwards lost, and an ASU win here will put the Sun Devils at the 4 seed because of tiebreakers. If they lose, they'll be the 6 seed, and Washington State is locked in as the 11 seed. Isaac Bonton the miss, and a
exciting week of basketball in Vegas.
And the rebound by Tony Miller for the Cougars. Midway through the first half, Arizona State their largest lead. And Remy Martin has yet to score. C.J. Ellaby has yet to score. And Rob Edwards the rebound for the Sun Devils. Inside, Mickey Mitchell cutting to the goal.
Talk about threading the needle. Rob Edwards sees Mickey Mitchell, and he throws the double zeros up to his eyes like he's looking at binoculars, saying, "I see you, double zero."
11 straight for ASU. Khalid Thomas the rebound. Rob Edwards can't hang on.
Finishes. That's good for the Arizona State Sun Devils. He has 4 points.
First appearance for Alijaz Kuntz, the sophomore from Slovenia for Washington State, with the bigs in foul trouble for Kyle Smith. The Cougs who've lost 5 of their last 6. Tony Miller can't put a fork in it. Tayshaun Cherry has it knocked away. Noah Williams behind the back. What a pass to Tony Miller.
And Noah Williams, he's a baller. Last week against Washington, he had a heck of a game against Jaden Daniels. He could defend. But what about the pass right there around the back?
That pass was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
And in tight quarters like that?
And that was another 50-50. You got to win those 50-50 matchups when the ball's on the ground as a loose ball.
Rob Edwards finishes inside.
And good for a shooter to get a layup because it seemed like he was pressing. His senior night, he's coming out trying to score the basketball. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you. And right there, that can open up that basket for him.
Rims out for Isaac Bonton. Alonzo Verge on the push. Looks to attack for ASU, then he fumbled it away. Ahead for Isaac Bonton. He glides in. First points for Bonton. It's interesting, 7:40 left in the half. Remy Martin, no points. C.J. Ellaby, no points. Those are the second and third leading scorers in the conference.
And I would look for Bonton to step up his offensive aggressiveness with Ellaby on the bench because he is their second leading scorer.
And Remy Martin gets it back. 5 to shoot. Corner 3. Remy Martin had this look of finally.
Yeah, he's been struggling since last Thursday. And one thing you can do if you're a guy that's struggling is he's a really good passer. Make plays for other people, and it's funny how the game rewards you. You'll start knocking down shots if you make plays for other people.
Blocked by Tayshaun Cherry. Offensive foul.
Back early this season, you could tell he was pressing so hard. He was off. His rhythm was off a little bit. So it's so good to see him back on the court. I'm so happy for him. And by the way, me and him got a couple things. We've got a thing in common.
Okay.
We're both Raider fans.
Okay. He's a Raider fan?
He's a Raider fan.
I knew you were. And a whistle and a tie. Was talking about, look, his dad played in the NFL, and he's even considering trying out for football after this season's over and trying to go to the NFL as Isaac Bonton makes a shot. He was a sensational high school quarterback.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the times you would see, and especially when he was playing 2 years ago, he would be the guy taking the ball out baseline, and if they had to make a long full court pass, he was the guy making that pass.
Tayshaun Cherry. And the rebound. 3 Cougars fight. Sun Devils lead it by 6. Remy Martin driving. Off balance. And he's starting to get it going now. That three-pointer maybe settled him into this game.
Yeah, and that's how it goes for scorers. You just need to see one go down.
You would know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where it goes down from. You just need to see it go down because you're already playing with extreme confidence, and that's where it lies, where he's never scared to take the next shot.
Washington State needs C.J. Ellaby to get going. And a travel on Isaac. Washington State is going to knock off ASU here, and C.J. Ellaby is going to have to be a big part of it. Kamani Lawrence has a good look. And the rebound, there's C.J. Ellaby on the glass for the Cougars.
They can't turn the ball over. They must find ways to get shots, to get look. Not only for Ellaby, not only for Bonton, but for everybody else. Clean looks.
9 turnovers for Washington State. These two teams, by the way, have the best turnover margins in the conference. Arizona State 1, Washington State 2. Khalid Thomas missing from the corner, and C.J. Ellaby rips down the rebound for Washington State. 4th rebound for Ellaby. There he is in the key. The tip, nope.
And Warner giving a continuation. I would like to see them expand that and put that in the college game.
Kuntz hits both. Remy Martin. And DJ Rodman has the responsibility now of handling Martin. A kick to Alonzo Verge. And Aliash Kuntz clears for the Cougars.
and that's where Alonzo Verge has to just go up and pull up. You don't have to float in there and try to avoid the contact or look for contact. Just pull up, no contact at all. Just hit your basket like Ellaby just did.
First points for C.J. Ellaby.
You know what I liked about that was he's been shooting a three and spinning. He got to his spot where he wanted to get comfortable, elbow jumper, and made it.
Out of bounds. That was nice.
That was extremely nice. A great feel for the game, though.
Noah Williams.
Yeah, because it just happened. He didn't think about it.
Shot clock at 5. Mickey Mitchell in the corner. And C.J. Ellaby another rebound. And a chance for the Cougars to get even closer to Arizona State. C.J. Ellaby and Alonzo Verge on the defensive glass for the Devils. Verge driving. We'll get to the line.
Good to see my boy EJ in the studio with Yam. Shout out to Earl.
Former Bruin.
Such a competitor. I mean, he would love to compete against a guy like that. We competed in college, competed in the league, and it was the same every time, man. I love competitors. I love that competitive drive by people.
Alonzo Verge. I think, look, you're penalizing the player, and I understand trying to get the technical out of the game. But I've always thought technical was separate from a personal foul. But right now, it's the way the rule's written.
I agree, and it affects the team in so many different ways. I mean, not only are you giving them free throws, but you also get a foul on the guy. Now he has 4. He's done. I mean, there's only 2 minutes left, but he might possibly be done for a long time.
C.J. Ellaby draws the foul on Tayshaun.
Smart play.
Ellaby hits both. Here's Kamani Lawrence, fires. And Isaac Bonton the rebound. C.J. Ellaby wanted the long outlet.
Yeah, but smart by Bonton. That's a home run play, and if it's not a perfect pass, there's going to be a turnover. You got to maximize your possessions right now, especially what you're doing. You're trying to chop down at this lead here in the last 2 minutes.
10 on the shot clock. Isaac Bonton. Long three from Ellaby. And Khalid Thomas clears for ASU. Remy Martin gets it back. Open for 3.
We call that 2 for $1. Take a shot, it comes right back to you. Take it again.
Arizona State's largest lead. Knocked away by Alonzo Verge. Khalid Thomas, 3.
Beautiful ball movement.
And we're getting like hourly updates now from Joey Brackett.
And guess what? The last couple of years, people have been down on the Pac-12. I'm so happy the Pac-12 is back where they belong.
Kyle Smith looking for a last push to get some momentum heading into the locker room. And a foul on Ali. He's more of a glue guy, facilitator. And the rebound, C.J. Ellaby.
Mickey just a very likable young man. I mean, everybody on his team loves him.
Jervae Robinson, 3. Second 3 for the senior for Washington State.
Jervae Robinson, hey, give me a chance. You know, you guys took some shots. Let me get one, and I'm going to knock it down for you. That's big for Washington State.
He's been in double figures 2 of the last 3 games for the Cougars after only 4 of the first 27. That's a senior trying to get every ounce that he's got left before his career ends. Remy Martin, 5 left in the half. Knocked away by D.J. Rodman, and the only.
What a phenomenal player.
Here's Remy. Blocked. Then I passed. That's still more passing than Don McClain ever did.
Oh, Don not passing at all. But he was a walking bucket, though.
That's true. The all-time leading scorer in the history of the conference.
That's one of my vets, man. When I was a rookie, we were on the team together in Miami. One of my
Offensive
OGs.
rebound by Valdemir Markovetsky, and Jervae Robinson way off.
With his offense, tweak his offense a little bit, because what they were doing in the first half just wasn't working.
C.J. Ellaby blocked.
At the end of the half, when Remy got his shot blocked, Kamani Lawrence not giving up, chasing him over the screen and being there, using his length.
And a foul is Rob Edwards.
Hard to space. The pump fake, just get a guy in the air. Just way to use your head right there.
So the curtain of distraction works for the first free throw, but then Jervae, after settling down, nails the second. 10-point game.
How great is the curtain of distraction?
Depends on who you talk to.
Right.
For Arizona State, they love it. And some of the other coaches actually do enjoy it. They do think it's funny. They do tend to peek over there from time to time, but they can't let the 942 club know it's funny. Kamani Lawrence from the top.
Again, we're seeing the ball be entered inside, either with a pass or the dribble. You have to get a paint touch, have to go inside, and it opens everything up for Arizona State on the perimeter.
Jervae Robinson, his third three, and he leads the Cougs with 10.
Jervae saying, hey, man, listen, Ellaby and Bonton are not the only guys that can score. They don't have it going right now. I got to step up.
And with Noah Williams sitting, remember, he's got 4 fouls with that technical, as C.J. Ellaby races ahead. Right through the hands of Jervae Robinson, who chases it down.
And you have to give Remy Martin all the credit for that, for hustling back and not giving up. He could easily just let Ellaby go and dunk it. But the sprint, the hustle, the want to not give up a layup or a dunk forces Washington State to have to try to get half-court offense where they struggle.
5 to shoot. Robinson's falling down.
Now look, all 5 white jerseys back. They are engaged on the defensive end, which in turn forces Washington State into a travel.
Nicky Mitchell has it poked away by
State's adjustment, knowing that the ball goes to Remy Martin, to Romello White. Once it goes to him, they're doubling on the catch. So they have to be ready. You got to have basket cutters and things. Your man cut. If your man goes to double, you cut.
C.J. Ellaby missing. Tony Miller on the offensive glass.
Tony Miller just wanted it more than anybody else. Went and got the basketball. Very athletic player. Strong, athletic, a little undersized for position, but played big right there.
Kamani Lawrence throws it up. Romello White, shot block. Remy Martin rattles it home, the long 2.
And if I'm Arizona State, I'm exploiting that. I'm going to put the big fella in pick and roll because he can't move his feet.
Romello White comes away with it. Tony Miller breaks up the pass. Isaac Bonton spinning. Bonton throws up a wild shot. The follow from Tony Miller.
And how active is Tony Miller on the glass right now?
He's got 10 points, and it's an 8-point game again. Tayshaun Cherry. And C.J. Ellaby, another rebound. He's not scoring, but he's pulling down rebounds. Ellaby's doing other things to help Washington State while he's waiting for his offensive game to get going. And Isaac Bonton, a 3. And the Cougs climb back to within 5.
And this is how they played last week against Washington. They had a rough first half, and then they came back in the second half, very active on the glass, active defensively, and forcing guys to take bad shots.
And a foul.
Everything right now is a one-on-one, and Arizona State is loaded and ready for that. I could speak on when teams would game plan for me. My game is different from him. I stayed moving, and what part of my game was I'm going to be in better shape than them, and I'm just going to wear them out by running. They're going to have to chase me through a million screens, and eventually they're going to tire, and I'm not going to tire.
Did you enjoy that? That you were the top guy on the scatter report, what teams wanted to take away?
Yeah.
Isaac Bonton missing a three.
Definitely loved it, especially when you look up, you got 40 points, and I was the focal point of their defense.
Or 61.
I didn't want to bring that up against your Bears, man.
That's all right. I still remember it like it was yesterday. It was 20 years ago. Remy Martin. Here comes Isaac Bonton with a head of steam. Ramilla White rips it away. Alonzo Verge for ASU.
That shot went in, but there was two guys open, and he had three defenders he went through. That's a good shot. I mean, that's not a good shot. Good results, but you got to keep your teammates involved, and you got to make the right play.
Isaac Bonton missing with the left hand. Alonzo Verge walked before he shot it. So turnover on Arizona State. That was their problem the first time around against Washington State. A season worst, 21 turnovers in that loss for CJ.
You can't get rejected. There's no help there. And when you do get rejected, 9 times out of 10, you do foul.
CJ Ellaby way off with that one. Alonzo Verge and Ellaby. 10 rebounds now for CJ Ellaby.
And I wondered, how is CJ Ellaby the leading rebounder for this Washington State team? I see now why.
Tayshaun Cherry runs the floor.
He has a nose for the basketball. When it comes off the rim,
basketball IQ.
he's there. It's funny how guys have that ability. That came down to having to get defensive stops. And I think that just sharpens you moving forward for this time of year when you're going to have to lean on your defense a lot more than you're going to have to lean on your offense.
Aliaj Kuntz. Step back in the corner. Here comes Alonzo Verge for ASU. And a foul.
Fellow White's playing with a heavy heart. He took a red eye right after the game Thursday to go view his grandmother and her passing in South Carolina. Got back last night, so playing with a heavy heart, and thoughts and prayers to him and his family.
Isaac Bonton for Washington State. $11-point game. A win for Arizona State, and it guarantees them a bye at the Pac-12 tournament in Las Vegas. Ramilla White, the emphatic spike.
And I love the play. Misdirection. You brought the big fella out to the top of the key, which brought their shot blocker, their 7-footer, out to the top of the key. Then you get a dribble handoff, this all fake action just to get a dive to the basket. I split you.
And he missed. An 84%er. Got bitten by the curtain of distraction.
Works more than it doesn't.
Long three. And Valdemir Markovetsky the rebound.
And this is where, if you're Arizona State, you have to be careful. The shot like that Remy Martin took, that's what got them in trouble against Washington. People don't talk about it. It's not glamorous, but he gives up his body for this team. He takes charges. He dives for loose balls. He does all the dirty work.
Alonzo Verge weaving his way to the bucket. 11 for Verge, the nation's leading reserve scorer. As Verge averaging nearly 17 points per game off the bench. As Verge the rebound. They moved him in the starting lineup for a little bit. Didn't really work for him. He's much more comfortable off the bench.
Well, I think it gives them an offensive spark. They were just looking for anything, and with them two guys out on the court, you have nobody coming in that's going to give you offensive spark.
Rob Edwards hustling back. Off of Washington's 3 or the 4 seed. And it hinges on, if they win here, what happens with Oregon tonight against Stanford. Rob Edwards in the corner. In and out on the 3 and the rebound. CJ Ellaby is 11. Noah Williams in with his 4 fouls, his first appearance in the second half. If Oregon wins and Arizona State wins, the Sun Devils will be the 3 seed. if Stanford knocks off Oregon on senior night for Peyton Pritchard and Arizona State wins, the Sun Devils are the 4 seed. Alonzo Verge, the layup. Largest lead for the Sun Devils. Here with 10:50 remaining. If the Sun Devils lose, a foul on Romello.
I'm going to watch you with a little bit more scrutiny than any other player. You got to be a little smarter than that if you're Noah Williams. Now he has to go sit down with 7 minutes left on the clock. But hey, I'll tell you what, Jervae Robinson been knocking down shots. Noah Williams hasn't given him anything offensively. So for Washington State, might be a blessing in disguise.
C.J. Ellaby takes it away. And if he can get going, it could have a huge impact the final 6:40. Valdemir Markovetsky again. Kyle Smith may have found something.
Yeah, I mean, just it's a simple pick and roll. And Rob Edwards on the bottom, he's the bottom man. He has to rotate over. I don't know why he's trying to jump with the 7-footer. Take the charge in that position.
8-0 run for the Cougs. Alonzo Verge can't get it to go. Another rebound for Valdemir Markovetsky. Tony Miller runs the floor, and it's down to 5.
Well, we got plenty of time, and they're playing extremely hard. Coach Smith has to be proud of these guys.
10 straight for the Cougars, and a 14-2 run. And a drought for over 3.5 minutes now for Arizona State as the Cougars have clawed back to within 5.
And Washington State comes out in the zone, recognizing that Arizona State's not shooting the ball well.
Isaac Bonton missing the trail 3, and Mickey Mitchell with an aggressive rebound for ASU. Rob Edwards. Boy, that's a tough shot with a 7'1" Markovetsky lunging at you, but it opens up the middle for Mickey Mitchell.
Never quit giving up on the play. Bad shot, but recognizing that it was a bad shot and potentially is going to come off, Mickey Mitchell attacked the glass. Much needed basket for Arizona State.
Season high tying 8 for the senior in his final home game. Tony Miller. And Tony Miller pulls the Cougars to within 4. 17 for Miller. 1 off a career high. And all this, and C.J. Ellaby just 6 points.
Guess the other guy stepping up.
Remy Martin trying to step into a 3, and Isaac Bonton clears.
And Arizona State is just getting comfortable with just shooting 3-point shots.
Tipped in, Tony Miller. Career high. 19. And it's a 2-point game.
And how many times have we said Tony Miller on the offensive glass? Tony Miller rebounding the basketball and having energy.
Rob Edwards, and a 3 is blocked. And the Cougars have it. Miller picks it up. So from 17 down, Washington State with the ball down 2. Ellaby for the lead. And Alonzo Verge the rebound. Approaching 4 minutes to play. Going at the 7'1" Markovetsky, and Romello White can't get it to go.
Great move, just couldn't finish it. Now, if I'm Washington State, I've been successful with the pick and roll. I will try to get right back to that.
Isaac Bonton, and we're tied.
Guess who it was again?
Tony Miller.
And I would think that at some point you have to take that personal challenge and have some pride and say, okay, he's not going to get an offensive rebound.
An answer from Arizona State. Boy, the Sun Devils needed that from Alonzo Verge. He has 18.
Here comes the pick and roll.
Swatted by Romello White. 3-point game, 3 minutes to go. Shot clock winding down. Cougars, desperation three from Jervae Robinson. At the Pac-12 tournament, a win, they'll be seeded 3rd or 4th. If they lose, they'll fall to 6. Washington State will be the 11th.
And Washington State staying in this zone.
Remy Martin rattles it home. ASU reclaims the lead.
What a game.
He is now past James Harden on the Arizona State all-time scoring list. He's still got a long way to go to get to Eddie House. Isaac Bonton. Valdemir Markovetsky, the kick out. And the rebound, Isaac Bonton, and a fresh 20 for the Cougs.
Another offensive rebound. Guys just turning and looking instead of turning and boxing.
C.J. Ellaby launching a three. Tony Miller, another one. 17 offensive rebounds for the Cougars. Isaac Bonton and a foul on Tayshaun.
You can't shove him.
Rob Edwards the rebound. And this zone seems to have disrupted Arizona State's rhythm. And Rob Edwards, three!
Just as you were thinking that, Rob Edwards saying, I'm going to get a clean one in. That's guys ball watching, and that's when Miller could be effective.
Isaac Bonton is three-point game.
And something that could come into play is that Washington State has 0 timeouts.
Now the Cougars coming out of that zone.
Just to mix them up and disrupt a little bit.
1 minute left. Alonzo Verge. Devils by 5.
Talk about patience. Pounding the basketball, get to your spot, get to your comfort zone.
C.J. Ellaby lost it. And a foul on.
I really think that was the first time I seen a guy on a ball screen get 3 screens.
Another way. Nobody guarded the ball.
Hey, play action pass. Play action pass. They bid on it.
Alonzo Verge will put it in. And they foul Mark. Rattles home. Here comes Isaac Bonton. Lost it. Picked up Rob Edwards. And a foul on C.J. Ellaby.
You know, emotions running high. It's been a tight, close game. You understand it now that you probably don't have a chance to win this game. Refs just want to keep it under control. I like how they handled it.
Isaac Bonton and Tayshaun Cherry, Arizona State. Bonton nails both. And a foul early in the tournament to 12-seeded Cal. Remy hits both. 18 for Remy. Isaac Bonton stumbles, lost it out of bounds. You know the crowd wants Grant Fogarty to shoot it. He won't. Bobby's telling him go. Bobby's letting him go. And Fogarty passed it. That's the ball game.